There we go.
We're live, Chris. What is up?
I'm in.
Hey, man, can you hear me all right? I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool deal. So busy week at work, Chris, man. Hopefully, we'll let a few people come in and we get started. Um, I figured that maybe we could chat a little bit, maybe kind of tell everybody maybe our story why we decided that we wanted to investigate the paranormal, what we're looking for investigating the paranormal, and just chat with everybody and see what everybody's up to. But
Give me a second. I gotta plug in the charger.
okay,
My battery's down. Oh crap!
all right. So, well, I guess I lost Chris. Maybe he'll be back in just a second. I think his I think his computer was battery was down, so he was trying to plug it in. Anyway, anyway, guys. So Chris and I decided we're just going to kind of chat with everybody for a few minutes. We were actually wanting to catch a live stream that was supposed to start at 9. Angry Cajun over had one going, and we were wanting to jump in there and kind of chat with everybody, especially since a lot of you viewers came over from his channel. Well, we'll give Chris a couple of minutes, and then I will send him a link to jump back on. Um, but but anyway, guys. So well, we get as soon as we get Chris on, we'll get back going. Well, hopefully. Um, let me hold on one second here, and let me get Chris a let me get Chris a link so that he can jump in here with me. All right, guys, hang on one second. Let me throw him this link. Chris had a little bit of computer issue going on. His battery died on his computer. He didn't have it plugged in, so we'll shoot him another link to jump back in here with as soon as he gets his computer logged back on. So what's everybody up to tonight? Everybody ready for the weekend? All right, let's give Chris a link here. Come on. There you are, Chris. Are you on? Bear with us, guys, because this is something that's actually really new to us. We're just trying out this StreamYard. Actually, I didn't know about StreamYard, and so we're trying to check it out and see it. We're using the basic free version of it just to check it out. But if it seems to work pretty good, we will upgrade and use them for other stuff. All right, come on. Say hi, Lincoln. You're on. You're on live. Lincoln the Wonder Dog decided he was going to join in for this live stream. Hang on one second, guys. Let me get this sent to Chris real quick. All right, there he is. Let's add him in. Are you there, Chris?
Yeah.
Hey, you're back.
Yeah, my battery.
I was kind of hanging here by myself. I was wondering what's going on.
Yeah, my battery had died. It's
so if you can hear us, all right. If you can hear, I saw you grab the charger, and then all of a sudden it just, the circle of death, and you were gone. But so Paranormal Circle, hey, what's up? If you can hear us, all right, let us know. We just started. We had a little bit of technical difficulty, but anyway, we got Chris back on. Whew. So busy week, Chris?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty busy.
Yeah, it has been. It has been one crazy week. I had some stuff I was supposed to be getting done this week, but I haven't done it yet. Became so busy at work. Mm-hmm. But anyway, Chris. Let's see here. Good deal. Okay, cool. Thank you, Paranormal Circle. What's up, Mr. Dark Friend? So Chris, well, we got a couple of people in here. So anyway, so what? Let me ask you this, Chris. Since we got a couple of people on, and that's what we're going to talk about. What got you into the paranormal? What actually brought you into wanting to research the paranormal?
Well, now I come from, Latino family, and they all believed in spirits anyway. So I was just really, I guess, interested in it from birth, and all the stories that they told me. And I just, when I got old enough, I decided to go on ahead and start investigating. And I just wanted to see if, I guess, see if it's actually real. I want to experience it.
So what do you think so far? Is it real? Well, it's all about looking at evidence and examining the evidence and going through it with a fine-tooth comb. But when you do that, also, the best thing to do, is like what I do is go through evidence, as an open-minded skeptic. If you go through it as an open-minded skeptic, you're going to look for every plausible way to debunk anything that you may have caught. And I think that's effective in order to, to isolate the plausible things or experiences that happen, to be able to debunk those. And, for everything else, well, you leave it out there for the open, take it as it is. It's your choice whether you want to believe it as being something, above the realm of normality, and what we call paranormal. And so, very cool. Very cool. Let me ask you this. So far, what we've been filming, 2 years now? Almost 2 years? I think 2 years this April. So what do you think about it so far? Do you like the paranormal investigating part of it, or you like the urban exploring?
Shoot, to be honest, I love both of it.
It is, and I'm torn every time when I'm researching. I'm constantly I'm doing one or two things. I'm either looking for a very cool urbex adventure for us to go do, or I'm trying to research a place that I really, really want to go investigate. But I'm torn. I'll be like a kid with ADHD. I'm torn. I want to go. I'm looking at these places to explore, and then all of a sudden, something captures my attention over here. That's hey, I want to go. We need to go investigate this. And like like when we did the old drain house. That that was an accident. That was on a trip to go travel, go explore, and look around, and scout out
Mhm.
some cool places to urbex. And and we ended up there, and then through a couple of locals, I started hearing the stories about them capturing, taking pictures of the drain house and actually capturing figures in the top window up there. And so I said, hey, it's definitely worth a shot for us to at least try to investigate what we could of it. And I was just completely blown away by the audio evidence that we caught there. That place was incredible. Some of the best audio evidence that we captured. I mean, that's it still sends chills up my spine when I'm actually going through rewatching the video, and and I'm asking questions, and through the you can clearly hear through the camera. I mean, what's is a woman's voice that says help, and you hear Ouija react to it, so that it was not actually an EVP that we
Mhm.
captured on a digital recorder, or any of our
Mhm.
cameras, but it was actually a disembodied voice that we heard from that
Yeah.
room behind where she was sitting, and so I mean, it still sends chills up my spine. And I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
you just
That
imagine,
place is great.
it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. We're out in the middle of the nowhere on the historic Natchez Trace Parkway in the middle of the woods. 2 o'clock in the morning. There's no plausible explanation for why we should hear another woman's voice saying help. You know,
Right. And
Hey, let's get
and
you out there
around
being
that
tasty.
time, everything was dead.
Yeah,
Everything was literally not nobody outside. All the places that were nearby had been shut down. There you could probably hear like one or two cars come down the highway, that come down Natchez Trace, like maybe um, once every I don't know
yeah,
minutes.
yeah. It
It
was, yeah,
was
if
it's
that,
pretty dead.
and
Mhm.
that's why when we were setting up the audio equipment, I wanted to experiment with using that mic on that digital recorder. Because I was
Mhm.
pretty sure that we would be able to capture all the sounds from outside, which it did. Of course, I mean, it picked up the chirping crickets when from upstairs inside the house, so
Yeah.
we were able to pick up all ambient noise on it. Um, and I mean, but it was just absolutely phenomenal. The But let me ask you this, Chris. So we talked about that place. What so far? What do you think's been the coolest place that we've been to so far? What have you liked the best? And we've been to a few.
Hmm. That I'm not sure.
I'll give you one answer, but I'm kind of torn between the two, and that would be, of course you already know Old Southern Funeral Home because we're dying to get back down there to it. I'm dying to get back down there. Um, but between that and Hell's Bar Dam, I mean, I absolutely loved Hell's Bar Dam. That place was incredible,
Mhm.
and I really want to go back and be completely 1,000% thorough with that place this time.
Mhm.
We actually the other guys that we were collabing with were doing a couple of live streams, so we actually were kind of late getting started into filming for our channels, but so we were cut a little pressed on time towards the end of the night there, but with that being said, we still were able to capture a little bit of activity in there. I mean, the place was really cool. Um, and so I uh, I don't know if I don't know if a lot of stuff that I captured couldn't be thrown out or whatever. I do know that some of the stuff that I could not explain, I kept in there. But that's one place that we hope to be going back to visiting again here, in the spring. We definitely want to go back in the spring and not the summer, because that place was like 120 degrees inside there at like midnight, in
Wow.
August. So, yeah, there was no relief
Hmm.
at all. But but yeah,
I think, mm, dang, it's really a toss up. I must say, it's really a toss up because now I am fond, believe it or not, I am fond of the uh, the old hospital that's around here, the one that
right.
we've with some other YouTubers. I'm really fond of that place.
You're talking about the old TB hospital here local, the old TB hospital.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that place
Camera.
is pretty cool. I was absolutely. Oh, Hensley, hey Hensley, what's up? Um, I was really I was actually heartbroken the last time we were at Chris. We went, Chris. I mean that place was the original building. Had just been hit by fire, and I couldn't really tell when we were there whether it was from if it was lightning or if it was somebody was in there and set fire. But that front building was just, I mean, just trash. I mean, what isn't even safe to go back down into the morgue anymore, you know? And so
Yeah,
man, I was really heartbroken to see that, but again, I mean, we had some pretty creepy experiences in that place, and I really enjoy it. And I wouldn't mind actually going back and actually taking along Ian from Memphis Drone. He's been wanting to go over there and shoot some drone clips of it. Get some drone shots of the place just to kind of give a good, bird's eye view of it. How
yeah,
massive that place actually is. That place is huge.
yeah. That'd be
I think
yeah.
I think I think originally I think it was right before it closed in what, '01 or '02. Excuse me. It was actually I think they had a Maristar, I believe, was the company that was actually running the care facility there at that time before the state stepped in and shut it down. They had actually, I think it was advertised that it was almost 200,000 square feet facility. And I'm not really sure if that's just that newer section back there, the newer section that we went into, that last building in the very back there. I'm not really sure if they're just considering that building and that other wing over there, the newer part of the old building, part of what they're talking about. Um, but yeah, the heartbreaking part is the original front building just being practically gone. Um, I love the place. The My favorite part about the place was the when we actually went back over there. What was it? I think the second or third time where we actually decided to go down into that basement under the building, down our stairs. It was like a cave down there. That was creepy. That place was cool. It was cool and creepy. But the doors slamming up there, the noises. I mean, um, I still remember. I still remember when we first. What was it? I think the first night that we went over there, and you remember where we came in. We came in that main room over there, and over to our right was that one room, and that door was open when I came in and filmed. But when we came back out to leave, that door was shut.
Yeah, yeah, that
And
was
then
the cafeteria. The
and
cafeteria.
it, and yeah, the old cafeteria. And then remember when we went back the next time, we went over there and looked, and that's where we found some evidence where people were squatting in there. So there could have very well been people in there when we were there
Yeah,
that
yeah.
time. And that may have very well explained why we kept hearing the noises like somebody was walking. Remember when we were down in the
Mhm.
basement where all the vital records were kept that we found
Yeah.
and all that? Yeah, that was pretty scary. That was pretty scary. I really thought we had somebody walking up on us in there. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, So, I know that I talked to Skulk today, and Skulk is actually, I think he's working on the old school, and so hopefully that'll be coming out. I think next week, first part of next week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday,
Okay.
and
Yeah, that'd be good.
yeah, yeah, that one will definitely be one worth watching. That's going to be a pretty good one.
And
We still
now
have we still have
that
plenty
is an
more.
explorer.
Huh?
It is an explorer. It's not a not an
It's not a
investigation.
paranormal video, but it is definitely a cool explorer. We found some really neat stuff left behind in that place. Um, when matter of fact, that guy, what's his name? Josh explores. That's the first thing he wants to know about a place before he goes over and explore it is has it still got stuff in it. Well, this school still had plenty of stuff left in it.
Mhm.
I was absolutely shocked by all the specimens and everything that we found over in the science lab. That was just
Yeah,
absolutely cool. That was mind boggling.
yeah.
But
I couldn't believe that there's still stuff. There's still stuff there that looked like it hadn't been. I mean, it looked like it hadn't been used in a while, but I'm just surprised that all the stuff was still there, or at least most of the stuff was still there. Not too many people had broke into the place and started ransacking.
well, little small towns in the country, that's got a good police presence. They're going to make sure that there's no kind of crazy
Devil's
stuff
Hour.
going on. Devil's Hour, what's up, buddy? So have you had a chance to actually watch his video from Hell's Bar? It actually made it on Sir Spooks. What, Monday or Tuesday? Congratulations on that. I saw that. Very good video. Awesome video. A lot of crazy stuff in it for sure.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, the school is going to be awesome. I want to go back down there since that's actually a place that we can film at with with good permission and no issues with the owner
Mhm.
there. It's definitely I want to finish exploring it. We've only explored about 30% of it, so there's plenty
I'm
of more stuff.
surprised.
Yeah, well, I was too. Until I talked to until I spoke with Derek, and Derek was saying, "Oh no, you left off. If y'all were only over at the library at that third breezeway, y'all still have like three-quarters of the school left to explore." And so,
Oh.
and he's not walked in there. He said it's been months since he's been in there. He said it's been several months, probably 6 or 7 months since he's been over there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's really cool. We definitely ought to go back over there. Um, I don't know. The creepy thing was what it sounded like with the doors opening over there in the library, right as we were finishing up with the live stream there.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey Kelly, what's up? Arizona. Man, I missed Arizona. We actually are looking at going out to Tombstone and visiting again with Watt and Tarville Mortuary there in Tombstone. That's a trip I've actually experienced that place and it was incredible. And I'm trying to work a deal out where we can get back out there to investigate that place. That was a really cool place. A place there and in Benson.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely want to hit the school back up. We definitely need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Get that out of the way and finished up and all that, so we can move on to the next spot.
yeah, we do. We definitely do. I've got a list. I've got a list for us. We got a busy schedule for 2021. Um, you
Yeah.
know, praying everything works out and that 2021 doesn't turn out to be just as crazy a year as 2020's been for us. But um,
Yeah.
it has been a crazy year, that's for sure.
Mm. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely hoping that we can get a lot more places in this year. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, and well, we definitely got Rodney, Mississippi on the books now. That's just going to be a matter of catching it when it's not during flood season.
Mhm.
But that is a place that I have been dying to get to, and we actually had a good conversation with the great grandson to John Bale Sr. from the Bell witch haunting. We had a conversation with him after he had seen one of our posts on Facebook about us visiting Long Branch Cemetery in that last video that we just dropped today. And so we got connected with a historian that's with the Preservation Society there in Rodney that is going to hopefully kind of take care of us and show us some Southern hospitality down there and get us our
Mhm.
information and get us in there to film. That place is incredible. I've heard so many stories about that place. Yeah, Kelly, Tombstone is incredible. I miss that place out of so many places that I have traveled to throughout the country back when I was truck driving for FedEx. That was one place that I wanted to go to every chance I could get. I love Birdcage Theater. That place is incredible. Um, Favorite place to eat though is Big Nose Kate's. I love that place. Great food, really cool atmosphere. But but yeah, the I actually caught an EVP there, right there on the boardwalk, right there at Big Nose Kate's, and didn't even know I had it until after I got home, and I'd actually looked at the video, and it was just me walking down the boardwalk there in Tombstone, and I was right in front of Big Nose Kate's. It was late, everything was closed, nobody on the street, and I captured what sounded like some kids laughing. It was the craziest thing, and it was during the wintertime. It was during the off season, no tourists were down there really, other than me. Uh, and so yeah, I took that time to actually get to just walk on the streets of Tombstone by myself there. But anyway, yeah, that place is cool, and I'm definitely wanting Chris and I to get back out there and do some serious investigating.
Mhm.
But but yeah, absolutely. The thing is that I really, we've hit Mississippi pretty hard. We hit Arkansas pretty hard, and which those are right here in our area. And I'm hoping that we've got a couple of other places that around this area, that I'm really. Oh, Lincoln decided to join in on the live stream. You back? And so anyway, the but yeah, we've got those places that we need to get to, and then hopefully we'll be able to. I want to expand a little bit further out if we start getting out a little bit more. But we both work full time, so it's hard for us
Mhm.
to. It's hard for us to try to get something crammed in on just a Saturday and Sunday, and then hit that,
Yeah.
and then move on
Yeah.
to a new location after that. So, and it takes a little bit of time to do research. I mean, like,
Mhm.
um, the whole deal with E&H downtown in downtown Memphis. I've been working on that for 3 weeks now, and oh wow. So Kelly's asked, have you guys ever had anything follow you home? What do you think, Chris?
Now, now I have. I mean, from what I can tell, I don't think we've had anything actually follow us, but my wife and I have also had something stay around us. Even before I even started investigating and all that. So we think we have one that's kind of staying with us and following us. I
So
can't say that we've actually had anything new since we've started, but
right. Well, I don't really know so much as I won't go so much as saying that I've actually had something follow me home or attached to me and come home with me from anywhere we've been. I will say that I will say that when I was out there filming B-roll with that old church up there in the country, you know, for like 3 or 4 days after that, like I had crazy nightmares about that place,
Mhm.
you know, it was just nightmares, but you know, still, I don't think it was something that attached to me. I think it was just the experience that happened out there, you know, kind of left an
Mhm.
impression on me. Um, as far as like attachments though, I will say that I will say, you know, of course, I did the whole Deadly Possession show with with Zach Bagans, and you know, yeah, I definitely have to say that you know something was attached to that Last Rites box that I bought at the auction and brought home because you know at that point in time it really wasn't a whole lot going on. It wasn't really nothing going on in the house, you know, even though the house was old, there still wasn't nothing going on, and I bring this Last Rice box into the house and put it upstairs, and then all hell breaks loose, you know. And so, yeah, so I believe that I believe that I did have an attachment, um, and I think once that box was out of my possession, and then Zach's Haunted Museum, then you know I was able to I was able to get rid of whatever it was there at the house because, you know, like I said, the box was gone. Everything ceased. It stopped completely. Um, other places, you know, I think Chris and I are both well grounded, you know, and I believe that we're careful anywhere we go. And so
Mhm.
we I'm not going to say that we won't ever run into something like that, but I believe that we've been very fortunate so far.
I think we've been very, very fortunate not to actually bring anything home. um, because I'm afraid that there's a few locations that I have in mind that I know once we go up there, we're probably going to bring something back. And
So we're going to be poking the grizzly bear. That's what you're saying.
oh yeah, yeah. I got a place in mind, and I really want to go, but that all depends on the owners.
Right, right. But you know, it's always good to be on the owner side.
Mhm.
So Kelly says,
Um,
"You guys ever afraid,
well,
or do you guys have balls of steel?" Ironclad, ironclad. You know what, Kelly? I'm gonna put it to you like this. Chris, don't say nothing yet. Kelly, go watch our Urban Explorer Gone Wrong video. Okay, because you know, considering where we live, we actually live in Memphis. Both of us do, and this is
mhm.
you know, of course, Memphis is considered one of the most dangerous cities in the country. But Chris and ours urban explorers, you know, are mostly in Memphis, and that urban explorer is definitely one that was sketchy as hell. That place, you the intro, the
it's pretty bad.
intro, yeah, the intro part in that church was was two chicks standing right outside in front of the door right there arguing, and we're worried about whether they're going to start shooting at
Mhm.
each other and carrying on. I mean, that place was insane. I mean, you know,
Like a
it's
big
I
old
mean,
start out.
you're definitely on edge, Kelly, but I think that if you I think, yeah, I really do. I think when you go into a place like that, which of course, you know, now we had permission to go in there, but the owner did also tell us that, hey, it's known to have, you know, a lot of people in there that are squatting that are living there that aren't supposed to be there. So we already knew that going in there, but still the fact that we knew
Mhm.
going in there that there may be people in there and we did. We didn't even get to the upstairs good, and we heard somebody was playing music coming down the hallway with no light on. Ghostly whispers in the house.
Mhm.
Hey, Ghostly. But yeah, Kelly, you definitely got to have some ironclad balls doing some explores in some of the big cities like that. I mean, They're they're not. You'll always have to be on guard, and you're always having to watch your six. That's why I don't. When these urban explorers that you watch on YouTube say that they're at a location by themselves, I promise you, they aren't. Chances are none of them are going to be alone. I'm not going to go urban explore by myself. I'm always going to have Chris with me, just because of the simple fact that anything can happen in one of those places. And if
Yeah.
something were to happen, then you need somebody there to help. Um, I think we've been pretty lucky so far.
I will
But
say, actually going into these places, when I first go into it, it's like, I'm so pumped up, I'm filled up with adrenaline. I don't care what happens, I don't care what we run into, and you know, coming towards I guess, towards the end, then I get a little bit scared. And it's real dark, and you know, you never know if somebody
you,
may have snuck in while you're in another part of the building or whatever.
oh gosh,
Yeah,
yeah, the ghost
then it gets
don't
really
scare
scary.
us.
I get out quick. Yeah, the ghosts don't scare us. The people do. Yep,
But yeah, that
scary.
like that church. I mean, I don't know. I was pumped. I was pumped like you're talking about to go in there. But it was like soon as we walked through the door, it was like that whole thing about being all pumped up and going in and exploring it. It was like boom. Man, this is real. And my anxiety went through the roof then, and I'm thinking, okay, man, we're gonna open a door and we're gonna find people looking back at us. Kelly, it is. I believe, isn't
Urban,
it? Urban Explorer gone wrong, isn't it?
urban exploring. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
I think
so.
so.
Um, but yeah, that is pretty crazy. That video was pretty intense. And I don't really think we've had an issue at the. I don't think we've really had an issue at the old TV hospital, other than that one time, like
No,
I said, with that door. I don't think we've ever had a problem with people coming in on us or anything like that. Even
yeah,
though
it's
that's
been pretty clear on my part.
when yeah, now when that was all things paranormal, Leslie and Drew from 303 Paranormal filmed with us over there at the TV hospital. And we had a couple of
Mhm.
those doors slam up on the second floor. I can't say that was. I'm not going to say that was wind because it was hot and humid at night and there was no airflow. But I don't know. Maybe somebody in there with us. I don't know. But yeah, that church has been a place that I've actually been wanting to go back to. It's just kind of wanting to work up the nerve to go actually, because we still have yet to fully explore that place. We've only hit the basement level and the first floor of that church. But
Yeah,
I think if I'm not mistaken that they're actually fixing to be in the process of starting to gut that place and get ready probably to tear it down. I noticed a bunch of
yeah.
dumpsters out there in the parking lot last week when I drove past there.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, yeah. They're getting ready to dump it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Bulldoze it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm probably so. I mean, I don't see being able to really salvage that place. That place is pretty damaged on the inside. So, but yeah, hopefully, we'll get a couple of other places. I've got a little list of places here and around the area. We've got we've actually got we've got a new place that we're gonna be checking out. Hopefully this weekend, next weekend that we had another
around
subscriber
this
actually
around this time,
sent over
like
to us.
um, yeah, I feel like around this time we need to start scouting some places out because if we try to record anything, our batteries are just going to die really quick, and we're
They
probably not going to
do.
get the footage.
Yeah, and
I don't like that.
that was the whole ordeal. That's like with the what we call the Bell Witch Cemetery. That was the whole deal with that, Chris. If you remember, we went through batteries like that. I mean, 6 batteries we went through
Yeah.
just within about 2 hours. I mean, it just kept killing it, and it
Mhm.
was only like 40 degrees outside, and so
Yeah.
that
Imagine how it's going to be now because it's
yeah
going to be freezing here soon.
yeah. But yeah, hopefully though. Hopefully, it looks like this weekend, Chris, is going to be in the 70s here, I believe. So, starting tomorrow, it's
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to be 70 degrees, but I think it's supposed to rain. Uh,
Yeah.
and so, I'm I'm hoping that the
Rain on
weather is
Sunday.
going to. Yeah, I thought it was, but
It's going to cool down stuff a lot after that.
yep.
So you're talking about like days in the 50s during the day and then 30s during the night.
Whew. We need to hurry up and get through winter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm,
I don't know. I enjoy the snow.
maybe.
Yeah, we
I
need to
love
get.
the winter.
I do too, to a degree. I like the summer too, but I definitely love the snow. We just need to get some snow here. We don't ever get any snow. Um, but
It's
anyway,
looking
so
like we
yeah, that
might.
you think we will?
Yeah.
I think this year we'll get a
I,
good
I
snow.
think we'll get a few days of snow. I think so. A few days. But, as crazy as 2020 has been, I think we might get snow.
We need it. Ghostly Whisper said you can have all their hot weather. you know, I'm gonna. It's so hot and humid here in the summertime. I like what the little bit of relief that we can get here. I mean, it's just. I
Where are
mean,
they
it's
from?
constant.
Actually,
I'm not sure. Hey,
where
guess
y'all
who
at?
just joined in? Skalk just joined in. What's up, Skalk? So, hey, everybody, Skalk
Oh,
is the guy that
he
actually
says he's
puts
going to
these
pass.
videos Huh?
He says he's going to pass out now.
Skalk is the guy that puts these videos together for everybody, and he's the one that makes all this stuff come to light. We just film it. He puts it together for everybody. But yeah, Chris, we have got to get our list down. We got to get everything locked down that we're gonna try to get put together for this coming spring and summer. I'm hoping that we'll have a couple of indoor locations here. The very first part of February. But yeah, I saw Scott's comment. But yeah, the being able to trying to get indoors some of these locations, which I don't mind filming outside. It's a little bit harder. It's a little bit tougher. It's a little bit harder on the night vision cameras, but it's the whole thing with it is, I mean, it's in the open. Um, you know, the residential stuff, we're really kind of trying to stay really kind of away from that stuff after after a crazy experience. I mean, that was crazy, wasn't it, Chris? And
Our,
so
our last residential investigation. Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty insane.
I'm sorry, we can't do that. We're not that last one we threw out, and that may be a thing that I'll about in detail later on a different platform, but I can't even with it. So no more. We'll just do urban
Yeah,
explorers and investigate into other places.
ghostly
Well,
whispers.
that's a
What's
for
that's a good question. So when we actually, as far as like using a static camera, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. You know that is that I actually really like the just you can get them there. I think they're around $200. You can get the the static cameras that we use on night vision, which is like the Ordro, which I mean I think it's advertised as a 4K camera, but it's actually like 2.7. But it actually has pretty good night vision quality to be so cheap. When we first started actually filming for YouTube, we started with a Canon SX40 HS and a Sony. What was that camera you were using, Chris? CB
that.
240, I
Oh,
think. Yeah, just that it was a little cheap Sony Handycam, and then we stepped up and we started buying a few other static cameras that we could you know that we could use and film with, and here just recently we actually stepped up a little bit more and stepped up on our game and moved up and bought some of the Sony FDR AX53 cameras that are 4K and filming in night shot and that have really really good quality. I'm anxious to get those out. I have not even opened the package. They're actually sitting in my den on the couch. I haven't even opened them out of the package yet. Um, but that's what's going to be coming in store starting when we start 2021. Um, we'll break those cameras out and actually start using those to film with. Um, but yeah, that's our favorite. Is Ordro is probably the best as far as just using if you're going to use a static camera. I really like that, and I mean with night shot, I'm going to say that if you're filming, if you're trying to film high quality, it's definitely the way to go to use one of the AX43 or the AX53. Um, I'm not making YouTuber money, big money, and to be able to buy the AX100, but I definitely the AX53 is the way to go. It's a good budgeted camera. It's worth the money. It's worth the investment, and it's able to film 4K. That will actually give us a chance to make our production quality a little bit better. And that's what we're trying to do is just try to take steps and learn as we go to be better. But yeah, that's our favorite cameras. I like them all. I think we have about five or six. But I'm fond. I'm really fond of the SX40. The SX40 is really good. Um, yeah. The G7 is awesome. That is a really really good camera. I was actually torn between the G7 um, and actually getting or buying the Sony AX camera. The AX, so I knew that I had kind of had my mind set up about how I wanted to set the rig up, and so I'd already pretty much made my mind up that I was going to go with the Sony just because it was a little bit bigger. Through the veil, what's up? Hey, welcome.
hey,
Um, but yeah, you know, Chris, what do you think as far as cameras? What do you think? You think? I know you always loved the Sony Handycam when we first started doing our thing.
yeah. I mean, I guess it's just the Handycam was so much more comfortable made to use, and before we even got a rig going on, uh, the Handycam was just I don't know, a lot better for me to use.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you just grab that camera and go, and
Right,
like Chris,
right.
Chris was just run and gun with it, and but yeah, I mean, we were simple. We weren't like filming with.
See,
We didn't have the gimbals and the rigs and all that crap. It was all just simple point, shoot, film. But
yeah,
we're doing good through
yeah,
the
I'm
veil.
still,
We Yeah, well, hey,
you know,
it's always good to at least have a camera in your hand. You never know when you'll need it. Um, Through the veil, we're
right.
doing really good. We're doing really good. Trying to make it through the rest of the year and stay safe, stay well, healthy. Um, but yeah, Chris,
Mhm.
man, we've got a couple of places that I'm really excited about that we're gonna be hitting up in the early part of the year. I'm definitely anxious to get into them. I'm anxious to get these next couple of videos out too. I know. I know that we still have. What was we had one? What one was supposed to be that? Oh, Bethel Cemetery. We still have Bethel Cemetery. Consider it's number two of that only in your state top 10 haunted list. Bethel Cumberland Cemetery. We still have that one. We still have that one
Oh,
stockpiled.
I vaguely remember it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, through the veil, yeah, that's when I first started out and decided was trying to figure out which cameras to go with. I wanted to go with something that was that wasn't going to break the bank and wasn't going to put me in a bind, jumping out of the gate. And so we did. I looked online and found the Ordro cameras and this the specs looked great on it. Other than it really wasn't like a 4K camera, it was actually a 2.7K. But of course, it had the 4K logo on it and all that. But the camera just shot really, really good quality in night vision mode, and we added the Ordro infrared light on it, which is really good. Like I can throw it on charge. I can throw it on charge overnight, let it charge, and the next day I can use it and run it for like 6 hours without it wearing down. And so I really like them, and they're great for static, to use as a static camera. Also, and we also use the security camera IR lights that where we actually cut the ends off and actually tether the a 9 volt to them, and they work great. We really really like using those. Um, we uh, we were hoping to go with some of the widescreen IR lights, but we ran into a little issue trying to get them ordered. The guy that makes the deadlights he's actually had some health issues, and so he's back ordered about 3 months on the lights. Paranology has actually got a really good wide angle IR light for around, I think, like $80, and I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to go with on the that's what we're going to go with on the AX rig. It's just because it shoots such a wide angle. It's got such a wide angle of light. Wow, Moundsville. That is another place that I have been wanting to go. It's on my bucket list.
I never heard of it.
Moundsville, Ohio.
Yeah,
Wow,
I never.
wow. I'm just gonna say wow because that's a place that I like the last 2 years that I have been dying to get to. Um, one of the places that we definitely had in mind that oh wow, that is insane. Wow.
300 feet.
So
Might need
so
to
through the veil,
about
you're
that.
saying it has a 300-foot illumination range on it. I just said Ohio. Moundsville is West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would have know that. I would have know that because I was actually trying to get us uh, a night to investigate Steve Hummel's art museum up there in Moundsville. So I should have. I don't know why I said Ohio. Steve Hummel's
West Virginia.
Steve Hummel's museum, paranormal museums up there in Moundsville. That is insane. 300 feet. Hey Joe, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing good. Road, definitely road. Road works great. But I'm new. I'm completely new to this. Chris and I are both new to this. I mean, we're a little over a year, almost right at 2 years, I guess. April 2021 will be about 2 years. But you know, uh, we started off with just the cheap shotgun mics, like the cheap $30 China made shotgun mics, and the I would have to say that, but it all depends on what your budget is. The cheap shotgun mics work great. I mean, we actually still use them on our digital recorders.
Mm-hmm.
If we got a digital recorder sitting on what we call the para rig, uh, running, we'll attach that cheap shotgun mic to it. Um,
And
but
works
road
wonders.
Yeah, road's the way to go. But that even the cheap ones are good. I mean, $30 max for a cheap one. Yeah, through the veil. That's Memphis Empath Paranormal is our paranormal research group, and it's had it for about 11 years now. And you know, at, I mean, all we really did was focus on residential stuff, and it was a after it would. It's like that with our when we get calls actually to for a client or whatever, we would they would come in threes. We might get three in 1 week, and then we might not hear anything for a month or month and a half. And so I was trying to think of a way that we could actually incorporate, you know, do something in between that downtime. And I just figured why not actually, you know, go urban explore and ghost hunt and investigate, because that's we love investigating. Chris and I both love urban exploring, and
Mm-hmm.
so we were trying to figure out a way we could do both, but yet to have something fun to do in our downtime, and just share it on YouTube. And so gosh,
And
yes, I need a lazy day. I
mm-hmm.
have been running nonstop. It has been so busy at work. I am begging for a break. Um, Lincoln is back. What's up, buddy? Um, but yeah, wow, we've been on for an hour, Chris. I am I am fixing to have to go hit the sack. Tomorrow comes Tomorrow workday comes early in the morning.
Yep.
It's starting to get late. Oh gosh, yeah. Hey Joe, you are absolutely 100% right, but you have definitely got to take some downtime and be lazy for a bit. I mean, you have to. Um, Man, I think after we went to Old Southern Funeral Home, I think for about 2 weeks, I was lazy. I was so tired and exhausted. That man, we just been running nonstop, Chris, up until Old
Hmm.
Southern Funeral
Yeah.
Home. Oh,
Yeah.
Lincoln is a trip. Lincoln is awesome. He's awesome, but he follows me every step I take. Um, but yeah. But anyway, guys, I guess Chris, you got anything else? Cool deal. Well, guys, we are going to jump off of here. We both got work tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, you got to work tomorrow, don't you? Bright and
Yep.
early. But anyway, guys,
Mm,
we really appreciate you guys. You guys rock. Y'all are awesome. Ghostly Whispers anytime. Hey, the whole thing with the Urban Ghost Channel is, hey, it's a place for us all to learn. That's the way I look at it. Always try to learn something new. We take as much place as we can. Um, but anyway, guys,
try and
you all
share
are
whatever
awesome.
we find and all that with y'all.
Oh yeah,
Whatever we find, share with y'all.
yep. And we will see you guys. Hopefully, hopefully, maybe Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. I got something
Maybe.
special in mind. We'll see. Anyway, guys, we'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great night. Okay, guys. See you.